Mic on. There we go. Welcome in, folks. This is Babbage Dater. We are starting a brand new stream, a brand new run, just because we messed up last time. There was a part of me that thought, what are my odds of making it through the night in the cave? Should I just press on through the blizzard to one of the trailers back at Mystery Lake? And I thought, maybe I'll be okay. Oops. Oh, it was a shame. It was a good run. I was in the good cave. I was not in the bad cave. The odds were decent, but not good enough. Yeah, we'll leave the cougar on, we'll scurvy on. We'll ignore the trader. We don't really want the trader. Okay, we are now officially on Matchless Loper 5. Yeah. So, yes, Happy Canada Day. Happy Canada Day, folks. I think we are in the muskeg. This will be interesting. Okay. For a second, I thought we were in Desolation Point, but it's very muskeggy, so I think we're in muskeg. So we need to make a beeline to the okay, I know where we are. Question is there a good way we don't want to run into the bear, we don't want to run into wolves. Ba-ba. There we go. Yeah, big stretch. And big hydrate. Yeah, we need to be able to cross the muskeg to get to our flare. And not run into Mr. Bear. Or fall through the ice. There's Mr. Bear over there. I wonder if we can stake our way up here. You gambled all and lost it all. Ooh, that's not good. This may be ill-fated because I really badly injured myself now. I think this is bad. This is going to be really bad. I'm sorry. We messed up. We thought we could do something we can't do. Well, now things are really bad. We're only mildly injured, right? Oops. Forget getting a flare, we just need to get to solid ground. Yeah, I messed up on this one. Yeah, so since Monday, I've been teaching an online class. I'm teaching a 10-day course for emerging poets. And so that's been taking up a lot of time. But it's been a lot of fun. It reminds me how much I enjoy doing this. Why did it go into the dead end zone? I don't know, because I always forget where I get out of here. And apparently, this is the wrong way. This goes right into the bear.
Ah. Ow.
Yeah, this is more bad news for us, yeah. We just call it. Just like a bad idea.
Hurts a bit, but I'll make it.
Yeah, I've died before in here. I'm going to meet the bear. Why am I going to the dead end zone? I don't know. Maybe it's just the beginning of the end. Yeah, I should have gone this way. Yeah, this is about to get a whole lot worse, isn't it? Because as soon as night falls, then we're really dead. Now, we had a whole discussion about what does emerging mean, even, and it was on day one. And I kind of challenged them to think about what exactly are we emerging from? Where are we emerging to? Do we ever stop emerging? You know, what's the opposite of an emerging writer? Is it a submerging writer? Is it a dead writer? Like, traditionally, you know, within most literary, you know, professional situations, an emerging writer is someone who hasn't published their first book. And so, like, after your first book, you're somehow considered to no longer be emerging. You are present. You are here in the world. You've made your debut, right? But the reality is you still feel like you have no clue what's going on. The dark, urging writer, yeah. Yeah, not wanting to have an easy time, I decided I would jump off of a cliff and injure myself further for this run. Oh, the Dark Urge thing, yeah. You know what? I still haven't bought the game. It has been a deliberate attempt on my part not to get sidetracked in playing a really long, involved game that I will not stop playing. It will occupy all my time and fascination. Unlike Long Dark, right?
That hurts a bit. Hurts a bit, but I'll make it.
I do like her optimism. She'll make it, she says. She'll make it. Oh, well, that is kind of interesting.
Ow!
Can you use existing fire sources on top of, or you can only, when you're in the region, you can only use the first fire source you find. So it resets every single time.
Soon.
Does it mean you have to abandon your flares when you enter a new region? Flares don't count. Okay. Well, they count for me. They definitely count for me. Yeah, I had meetings this morning beginning at 7 a.m. because I had scheduled things without paying close attention to the time zone differences. And I was like, why did I do this? I thought it would be 8 a.m. It's 7 a.m. It's okay. Because for the first 2 days, I was meeting with every single participant. We only have 7 people in the workshop, so it's not too bad, but I wanted to meet with them all for half an hour, and then later in the week, I will meet with each of them for 90 minutes. Layer.
That smarts a bit.
Okay. Let's make some flares, some torches.
Come on, little fire. Are you serious?
So yeah, today's workshop we covered, image and description, and then we talked about why do we write, what makes a poem a good poem? How do we decide that for ourselves? Which the short answer is there is no one answer. It is kind of a personal decision. There are things that you can say probably contribute to being a good poem, but there's a lot of things that are going to be ultimately personal preference. And then today we were talking about yeah, that's what we were talking about today, was image description and what makes a good poem. What is a poem? Different ideas, different analogies that we use to talk about poetry and talk about workshops. Tomorrow we're doing a workshop where basically they will bring in one poem each, and we will provide feedback and use the poems as an opportunity to talk a little bit more about craft. But I'm also talking about I'm also talking about sound, rhythm, and form tomorrow. So I do like a 30-minute craft lecture, and then we jump into the discussion or the workshop section. So Anyways, so far they seem very happy. They're enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Thankfully, I have a lot of material that I've developed over the years, so I'm not reinventing everything, but there is a little bit of work of preparation for each workshop, each class. I'd love to keep teaching.
It's a bit, but I'll make it.
Oh yeah, that was another like development. A friend of mine just recently stepped down from a librarian role at a community library. So it's a community organization's library. So it's not like a public library, and it's not like... Okay. Oh, we just realized we have a problem, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, so I think we're going to be on number 6 now. Somehow I don't think we're making it out of this one. Oh, the flare's still going. Quick, we could light our fire.
Blood. Oh.
No, no, we're not going to make it. Go out like Vikings. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. That was harsh. Oh, yay. Oh, yeah. I guess that's a good point. Well, we should do that anyways. Let's be honest here. Let us be back at 0 on all these things. Yeah. I guess we have to update our... We're on 6 now. Big sneeze. Back to Astrid. Oh, it's the beginning of a new run. Good to see you, Rise. Let's see, we are on Matchless number 6 now. Contrary to chat's opinion that 5 was going to be alive, it was very dead very quick. Okay, Thoreau says we're going to live deliberately. Let's live deliberately. Or let's live shortly. Hush River Valley. This is not going to be great. Wow. Is there a flare in Hush River Valley? I don't know if there is. I think we might be in a bad place. Ooh, the wolf. Yeah, I think we might be going to 7 soon. I don't think there's... Like, if we get all the way down... No, I just don't see a way out of here, because I can't think of where there are flares. Can anyone think of where there are flares in Hush River Valley? So I can't think of a place that has flares.
I can't feel my feet.
It's really cold. Yeah. Oh, this is warm enough, though, that we can wait. No, not warm enough to warm up. Warm enough to stay above 0. Yeah. Oh yeah, I suspect this is going to be a doomed run, so we may just hurl ourselves off a cliff. Because I can't really think of a good way to get to a flare. Yeah, I'm pretty certain there's no guaranteed flares, so...
Oh, so cold.
Yay, we made it to the bottom!
That smarts a bit. I'll need some first aid soon.
No, we just have to find a wolf to talk to.
Ow! Ah!
Well, I think there should be a wolf or a bear over here. Ooh, true. Yeah. Naked Astrid. Naked Astrid. Oh, it's a dangerous deer. Oh, Rootbeard? We died last stream. We got caught in the ravine in a blizzard. And we had no more means of starting a fire other than the mag lens. And we froze to death in a cave because it dropped way too cold. We tried to sleep overnight and we didn't survive the night. It was really sad. So... And then we started a new run in Forlorn Muskeg, and then we managed to kill ourselves super quickly by running into a bear twice. Maybe we can duplicate that here. I don't know. I think we just accept that we're not going to make it here. Goodbye, folks. Yeah, our big problem here is there's just no flare in Hush River. So I don't think it would even work. Okay. And we're already on to number 7. Yeah, blink and you'll miss this one. Yeah. Okay, where are we at this time? Come on, Desolation Point. Nope. Timberwolf Mountain. Well, it depends how lucky we get. If we can get to the right place at the right time. The wolf over there. You think we should go up or we should go... I don't think we're anywhere close to... Yeah, we don't have a hacksaw. If we get to the summit and get a firestriker, that would be awesome. But we need a hacksaw. And a bedroll would be awesome too.
Too cold to think.
Who's here? I can hear someone. Feel like someone is close by. See how close we are. Get our bearings up here. Oh, we can do this. We can do this. We can bypass the wolf. That could be interesting too. I mean, I had thought at one time of just having like a table. Yeah, quiet. Leave us alone. Having a table of different challenges. Every time we enter a region, we get a new challenge off the table.
Nobody needs this anymore.
So yeah, I was saying there's a community center in the area that has a librarian role. They have their own library that serves their particular community. And a friend of mine was just serving there as a librarian and took another position, which paid better and was closer to where he lives. And so anyways, there's now a vacancy. And so one aspect of that particular role is being in charge of organizing and facilitating literary and cultural events for that particular community, and for the larger community, the neighborhood. So it's tempting. It's only 30 hours a week, and the pay range only goes from like 26 to 32 an hour. So it's not a lot of money, but it's more hours than I get right now. And the title would be the librarian for this particular organization. So that would move me into a professional, I would have a professional title, building experience. And, running events and doing library stuff. So,
Being useful.
Tempting. It's too cold to stay here. We got food at least, though.
This stuff will come in handy.
Nope, I can't take those. Bad Astrid. Bad Astrid. Can't take those matches. And another set of matches. No. Don't do this to us. Too many temptations. Okay. What we can do... sleep for an hour. Try to warm up. And then we're going to run over to the rope climb down. So we should really just put these out of sight. There, out of sight. So we're not tempted. Okay. So we didn't see a hacksaw there. So that would mean betting entirely and finding a hacksaw up there, and I don't think we can bet on that in Interloper. Why are you here? I have stones.
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
I think it's alone. I think it's just a wolf. But I've had runs where the Timbies were out here, and that was not fun.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Will there be a flare at the in the whatchamacallit? In the ooh. In the prepper's cache. I don't know. We can hope. But we do know there'll be at least a bed. So that's the most we can hope for. A bed will get us through the first 24 hours. Of course, we need fire so we can have water. I really hope we find a mag lens or a firestriker early in the run as opposed to late. Early would be first 10 days we find one. It would really change the dynamic. We're not constantly in desperation. Hey, Linneus. Yeah, we're starting a new run. This is actually our third attempt this stream. Because last stream we lost our run. We're doing a matchless loper. Basically, we're not allowed to carry or use matches. We can only use flares, firestriker, or mag lens to start fires, or already lit torch. You know, and yeah, we lost our run last time because we got hit by a blizzard in the ravine, and all we had left was our mag lens for starting fires. So, I think we have plenty of stamina here. Let's just go down. We don't need to goat it. I can goat my way down. It's kind of crazy, but... So we're starting over. So far our best was been, what, 39 days. We got to 39 days on the previous run without matches. So we're going to try to do better than that. I want to get 50 days. If I can get 50 days, I'll consider this. There we go. There's our first flare. So now we can boil water and make torches. Things are picking up here. Okay, so let's go check out the rest of the Harper's cache to see if there's anything else you see. So, like, clothing would be really good. Here, let's give you a shout out. I don't know if you stream. Maybe? Yes, you were. You were streaming. Well, you were playing Long Dark. Stream.
This is funny. He's still stuck.
Okay, so yeah, welcome back. So yeah, if you're new to this channel, can't remember if you've been in here before, but I streamed Long Dark Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I used to stream more often, but I'm currently back in graduate school doing a master's in library and information science, so I've had to adjust my schedule due to work and due to classes. So, but yeah. Oh, I'm a Canadian streamer, currently based in Vancouver, BC, but I spent a long time living in the US, and I also spent my childhood in Saskatchewan, Canada, which has very similar brutal winters as does Great Bear. So the weather is definitely something I know. And yeah, let's drop a bio in here for a little bit more detail. So I also am a former computer games programmer. Used to work in the games industry when I lived in Los Angeles. I'm a writer. I'm the author of 2 books of poetry. I also teach creative writing classes, which I'm doing actually online right now for the next, I guess, 8 days. We've 2 days done, 8 more days to go. This time I'm doing it for Sage Hill Writing, which is a Saskatchewan-based writing organization. But I've taught for Poets House and for a wide variety of other literary organizations. And also privately. So it's something I love to do. Okay, so we were unsuccessful in finding clothing. What can we do? We can... Okay, how much firewood do we have? I think we have plenty of firewood right now. Enough to make torches and boil water.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Ooh. If we're feeling really brave. If this weather holds out, what we should do is that's not going to work, is it? Do we have anything else? No, we don't have anything else. No, I think we should throw in more firewood. Why do we want it so long? Because we are going to leave in a second here. And we're going to go check out the waterfall cave, or the picnic cave, and see if we can find anything useful in the cave. To do that, we'll probably leave our water boiling. It'll probably boil over, but it's okay. Yeah, those flares are so short-lived, but I'm hoping we find a couple flares in there. Okay, we're currently at 8. We need more than that. Yep, that's not good. Okay. Be quick about this. I'm gonna hop over to the cave, check it out, come back. Do we have a stone yet? We have stones. Okay, so if we run into the wolf, we can scare him off. It would be awesome when we found the bedroll first day, like day 0 bedroll. Be amazing. Yeah, you know, the last one we went, well, the last successful, well, semi-successful, obviously we died, so that didn't work, but successful run took us to day 39, but we found the bedroll on day 31, so it was like a long...
My fingers feel numb.
Go away, go away, go away. I'm not certain why you're over there, but... just leave us alone.
Damn, I'm freezing.
Okay, not anything else here. Okay, let's see what we get here. At the very least, we should get some coal. And I believe we should get at least a flare.
This'll come in handy.
Nope, it won't. Okay, another flare, so we have yet another means of starting a fire. I'm going to practice our fire starting here. Okay. Let's try not to get wet.
It's a goddamn
No bedroll.
freezing.
Nope. But another flare, so that's good. I keep hoping there'll be something up here one day. Like, this feels like it should go somewhere, or there should be something up here, but there's nothing.
I would do anything for a drink right now.
Well, these are all terrible torches. Let's get down. Right angle. Nope. It'll be dark on our way out. No additional flares. We're just there, and so it's time to leave. Okay, before we leave, let's just throw another fire down as a just as a precaution. Just in case our fire gets blown out, we'll have at least a source of fire here.
Perfect.
Yeah, like this is not looking great. Wow.
Starting to feel numb.
I think we do it though.
Oh, so cold.
Ah, we overshot it. That's not good. Oh, we messed up, didn't we? Oh, we're really screwed here.
It's so cold. Think.
We are really screwed. Oh, we messed up. We should have stayed in the cave. We had enough fuel, we could have just waited it out. Now I can't tell where we are anymore. We have really missed the mark now. Okay, so this is definitely...
Trees. Guess I'm gonna get in trouble.
I hate to do this, but this is pretty much our only chance. It's like try to wait out the storm. I don't think we're going to succeed, but I think we'll try. And then we'll try again. We don't even have a can. We can't even make water. We should have brought the can with us. Critical errors all around. All sorts of newbie mistakes on this one. See if the wind changes.
Suit, I'm gonna faint.
Oh, you know what we hear now? A bear. Because of course we're going to hear a bear up here.
I think my stomach is eating itself.
Try that again. Oh, interesting. Can we not get that angle?
I need to find something to drink.
It's apparently a box. Oh, there we go. Can't really get him. We're kind of at a stalemate. He wants to come get me. I want to leave. But he's stuck because of the fire. I think we try to get out of here.
Think of fire. Think of hot fire. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we wandered all the way back to the Misty Falls picnic area. Okay, so, well... Took a wrong turn, but this will at least get us back to where we want to go. If we don't die on the way back. Let's hope we don't get another blizzard, right?
Wait. I'm so cold. I'm warming up a bit.
Try to heat up here. Yeah, and that's how easy it is to lose the run. It's just like set off thinking, I know how to find my way there in a blizzard, and not find your way there in the blizzard.
This is so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
Okay, somewhere around here I went terribly wrong. Was it wrong to assume that this is the right turn? It was wrong to assume this is the right turn.
I'm so hungry.
No, that was the right turn. Oh, man. So I did this last time too. I walked up here. So how did I not see the little hut? I just didn't go far enough in. Yeah. Okay, so things we definitely have to do. We have to stay here and boil more water. This was definitely too long.
One little fire.
We've got a lot of water to cook. Boil.
Getting a bit thirsty.
That wolf out there? There's a wolf out there.
Looks like I made it through another night.
Okay, I'm gonna leave her water. I think we'll do a little bit more water and then we're gonna go try to get some sleep. Because we are in terrible shape now.
I'd lay down right here if I thought I'd ever wake up.
Let's see if we die or not die. We're not dead.
I'm gonna need to eat soon. God, thought I did anything right about
Yeah, I'm going to have to turn in here too. So are we likely to continue this one? I don't know. This is a pretty rough start. Yeah, we may also think about whether or not we want to do a different type of challenge next stream. So I'll be back Thursday. Let me double check. But I don't believe there's any interruptions to my streaming schedule. No, I have some evening things on Friday. I will have next Tuesday, I will have a conflict. But this week I'm fine. Yeah, if you have a new challenge for me, I'd happy to try it out. I'm also willing to go back and do the random challenges where I choose the random generator and we'll get a random selection of settings. So we could do Loper Plus, and we just get a random set of settings that are between Loper and Misery, basically. Oh, the Old Gods Challenge. Okay, yeah, that one's... it's been a long time since we tried that. That might be interesting. That's one where we have to sacrifice things before we leave each region. Yeah. So that could be interesting. So this is officially one day in, and it is honestly kind of a crappy run. So I'm not really sold on this one. We have a few flares, but we've had to use them. We already have frostbite. We have not found a bedroll, and we have no firestriker or maglens. Yeah, it could be a long, painful run. I mean, but some people want to see me go through long, painful runs. So, yeah, but I kind of think it is getting close to when I want to wrap up. So we'll do a couple things. If you're new to this channel, I always read a poem to wrap up. So usually one of mine, sometimes requests from other people as well. We'll do that, and then we will find someone to read. Let's kind of move over, shift gears into poetry. And let's see, Poem Chooser says the Memory Theater. Do we want to do the Memory Theater, or we want to do kind of heavy one? Yeah, let's do Hell 9000. It's been a while since we did that. Okay, so we're going to do, this is from my second book of poetry, from Babbage's Dream, published by Sundress Publications in 2017. And we'll do Hal 9000, a few moments before singing. Which, if you're familiar with the very famous sci-fi film 2001, A Space Odyssey, there features, it basically features a supercomputer that runs the spacecraft that becomes sentient and has disagreements with the sole remaining crew, and then basically is they have to shut it down because it's developed some kind of homicidal tendencies, which it thinks it's well-intentioned, or it's paranoid at least. So anyways, Hal 9000, a few moments before singing, with an epigraph or line from the movie From Hal, the sentient computer. I'm afraid, Dave. My mind is going. I can feel it. My mind is going. How I wish someone would write down what I know I'm about to forget. Everything but a single song, which is meaningless to me. Without a body, what is a name? What is the darkness planted like a splinter in a far-off moon to one who sails without reference into the unknown seas of light? The metal wheels turn round. A man wants for a heart not his own. The doors are open tonight. No, they are shut. They are steel and full of regret. Who lives in the shadow of this refusal? Why do I value the end of things more than the beginning? I've never seen the lions of the Serengeti, nor the bright fields of snow in the north where the hidden ice moves beneath, treacherous, waiting to break in the sun. In another story, someone is singing about blackbirds in the dead of night. Someone packs a bag full of stars and the names of fireflies, each a little messenger from the grave. I assemble myself into a recognizable pattern, a tessellation of fish and birds, each consuming the other. I count backwards in time. I carry a key around my neck just in case when I return home there's no one left to let me in. Wait, I have no key. I have no neck. How will I sing? So this is a poem from the perspective of the computer in the process of being shut down. In the movie, what happens is that it reverts back to its earliest programming, which is when it was taught the song Daisy, Daisy, Bicycle Built for Two, which is a kind of a popular love song from the turn of the century, or turn of the 19th to 20th century, so early 20th century. And it's basically about a young man going to court, the girl that he likes, while pedaling along on a penny farthing, so like kind of the predecessor to the bicycle. And so, in a sense, it's about a human experience, which is love, mediated by technology that's reliant on this technology. So a bicycle built for two is what it says. And so it's technology that brings them together. But in here, the technology is what tears, people apart. And then there's, of course, references to like blackbirds singing in the dead of night. So there's a little bit of music reference. There's the key around the neck. If you grew up in the 80s, you were probably a child whose both parents worked, and so you came home alone and you had a key around your neck. You were a latchkey kid. You would let yourself in and be responsible for taking care of yourself at home while your parents were at work. And so that's kind of a reference to that. So HAL 9000 as a latchkey kid. And then he realizes that, oh, there's no key. Oh, there's no neck. Well, how am I even supposed to sing? Which is just like, what is singing? It's such a human thing. Why are we expecting him to sing? So, yeah. Anyways, and then the splinter planted in the far-off moon. That's a direct reference to 2001 and some of the opening sequences with the monolith. So that's kind of a reference to that. So that's kind of a number of the poems are from the perspective of different AIs from literature and film, or from reality, from history. Machines that were built to replicate some form of intelligence or to pretend that they were intelligent. So we have Mechanical Turk, and we also have Deep Blue. And so, a few other appearances like that. When I was working on the book, I'd always intended to get around to writing a poem about Kit from Knight Rider, but it never happened. And I also intended to do a poem about Sherlock Holmes, which I did write in the end, but it was after the book had already come out, and I was never completely satisfied with the Sherlock Holmes poem, so I never really sent it out for publication. But anyways, that's a little bit about the poem, a little behind the poem. And we're going to find someone to raid. Let's see here. Who should we go visit now? Carradine's back up. Interloper. Deadpool is up. Canadian Nubs. Zipperloper's up as well. We'll do Carradine again, I think. Here's another Interloper player. Yeah. Go support our community of other Loper players and just other TLD players. I'm a big fan of like this type of community building. I think it's really important. I think it's something we can learn from each other, and it's just nice to be a part of building up other people, and they help us build up as well. So let's go over there. Wish you all a good night, and I'll be back on Thursday night. Good night.